section because I always do joke. You know, I'm a very jokey person. If you know me, I'm always joking. So I'm trying to show you guys that there's more to me than that because I like you so much. So this one's called Blue Like Heartache. Shannon was part of the inspiration for this piece. She's here. Look at all these people who inspire me to write poetry. Yeah, and it's about like going out and drinking to get over breakups. It's okay, she has a new boyfriend. Clap, clap. Thank you. Did I embarrass you a little bit? Okay. I'll try harder. Okay, it's called Blue Like Heartache. Her eyes are blue, blue, blue like heartbreak. Let's go out on the town and drink till we forget. We're too young and too beautiful to be this sad, and my lips are dripping with kiwi and rum. We're too busy blaming our mothers for our inability to shed a single tear, but Douglas Street is our runway, and we will strut it until we have holes in our feet. Whether time heals all wounds or wounds all heals, I can never remember. Heat laps on patios don't cancel out the breeze. I'm wearing sunscreen after dark and don't know why we always have to wait in lines that never move. Thanks. I'm going to switch my order up because you guys are going to kill yourselves if I read more sad poetry. So I was going to do this. This mic is awesome, by the way. I was going to do this cover piece by an awesome poet named Derek Brown, who if you haven't heard, like look him up. You watch his videos on YouTube because he's killer. But I forgot the book. I was going to do it, but I don't have it memorized. So luckily, I have another amazing poet here, Missie who has agreed at the last second to come up and do one of her pieces that we performed together, which is a lot of fun. And we don't need the mic because we're really loud people. Women. We're really loud women. Slam poets in Victoria that are female unite. Recognize. If we screw up, it's because we didn't plan on doing this. But we probably won't. This is not your grandma's poetry.
This poem does not drink English breakfast tea.
This poem would never bake you 2 dozen chocolate chip cookies.
This poem would never send you a happy ninth birthday card.
This poem does not live alone in a house with 4 cats and a freezer full of food made in 1962. This poem does not consider cream corn food.
This poem never walked uphill both ways through the snow.
This poem will not force you to look up photo albums of people you don't know.
This poem would never make you a pink sweater with a kitten on it and expect you to wear it.
This poem did not survive the Depression.
The war.
Or communism.
This poem will not tell you for the 8th time about your great-aunt's niece's wedding.
And most importantly, this poem is not disappointed in how you turned out.
Because this poem just met you.
And this poem thinks you're hot. Hot.
Like running into your second cousin twice removed at the family reunion who suddenly grew boobs and a sense of humor. Hot.
Like running into your childhood babysitter at the bar and having her seduce you into making out with her on the pool table.
Hot. Like running into your new roommate coming out of the shower with only a hand towel wrapped around her. This poem wants to buy you another drink
because it is amazed that you are still listening to it.
It wants to get you drunk before you remember you left your boyfriend at the table. This poem would give you a hand job under the table during dinner at your parents' house.
This poem would sit with its legs apart in church just so you could see up its skirt.
This poem throws rocks at windows.
This poem throws rocks at cops.
This poem would throw rocks at your window at 4 a.m. shouting, "Come down and bring whiskey!" if it knew where you lived.
This poem would jump off a bridge if it thought everyone else was doing it just to do it first.
This poem believes in fried food,
tattoos,
and jaywalking.
This poem believes in vintage clothing.
This poem believes that smoking is sexy.
This poem would go home with you on the first date and make sure you got to work late because this poem believes in living fast and dying young because this poem never wants to become your grandma's poetry.